Do you ever just feel like you need to just let it out? This has been a big week. This has been a big week. But if you're a woman in this country, you're feeling it right now. I have friends who are really frightened to leave their house with their children. So instead of talking about that, which is a really important thing to talk about, this week I just wanted to touch on a few joyful things instead. I know some of my friends, the ones who are not doing well, they're turning off their social media. The doom scrolling has got to go. They're looking at the little joys in life. Taking a walk, I know it can be really frightening right now, but taking a little walk, patting a dog, smelling a flower, oh God, it's so cliched, but they can work. Looking up at the sky, masturbating, just something that'll make you feel good, get your endorphins going. And what about these stories? What about Molly, the magpie? He just went home. He's been gone for a while, a couple of months, maybe a month or two. He was taken by Wildlife Services of Queensland. You know the story. The world went mad for it. Molly's been living with a couple and their two dogs and cat, I do believe, very harmoniously, very happily. Oh, here we go. I tell you, we are recording at witching hour today, and this is the time of the day that anyone knows. Children have a witching hour as well. Dogs have a witching hour where shit gets really active. So I'm recording from home and my dogs normally are asleep, so you're normally hearing the snores. But at this time of the day, it's all about movement. Molly had to go and live in a cage, not a small cage or anything, but it was like a caged sanctuary. And, you know, a lot of people don't understand and they didn't listen to the wildlife experts. They didn't want to listen. I was like, you know, let's do science to everything. But the experts were trying to explain that a bird of Molly's nativeness being kind of domesticated in any way with dogs may mean that he thinks all dogs are friendly and may fly into another backyard and get himself bitten or eaten or whatever. I got that. Also, magpies are an incredibly intelligent bird. So if he has offspring, he can teach that domestic ways and that's how, you know, down the line we get birds that can't survive on their own. So I did get all of that, but the husband of the couple had already been trying and been rejected from getting his wildlife license. So, me smells a rat. I don't know why I snorted with that one, but I'd say they've come to an agreement that he's going to learn. She should learn as well. He's home. He's happy. There's a beautiful video of them reuniting, him going in the front door, oh my God, and then playing, and then all three of them falling asleep in the sun in the front room. My God, what a lovely story. Also, how's this for a beautiful story? Who doesn't love an orangutan? Funny fact, as a child I used to say orangutan because it was a really big drink, tang. And I just assumed it was orangutan. I think everyone said orangutan until you see it and then you say orangutan, which still doesn't feel right to me to say, but I will continue to say it correctly. An endangered Bornean, that's from Borneo, orangutan baby has been welcomed into the world at Busch Gardens, Tampa Bay in Florida. The baby female orangutan was delivered by C-section on Saturday, weighing just 1.3 kilograms. Okay, stop. The mother Luna is recuperating from surgery and will be reunited with the baby once she is stabilized. How's this one for even more beautiful? Elderly farmer David Morris finds love while volunteering to drive cancer patients to treatment in Victoria. I'm already crying. The couple first met when Shirley was camping at the Great Western Racecourse where David worked as a caretaker. David was volunteering as a driver at Grampians Community Health, shuttling patients across Western Victoria to medical appointments. David said it felt like fate intervening when, out of the blue, he was asked to drive Shirley to and from her chemotherapy treatments. Their friendship blossomed into a relationship on the 4-hour round trips from Shirley's home in Manu to Ballarat Hospital. And that's all the good stories I'm going to tell you. There's one more, but whatever. I don't care for that one. Rachael was a bit shit. I do have a useful fact, though. Here's a good one. Ever heard or said the term shitfaced? I know I have. Been shit-faced? I know I have. Well, did you ever wonder where it came from? Like, did you ever wonder whether someone actually had poo-poo on their fat face? Well, they did, because in 1875, I've got a Scottish accent, even though it happened in Dublin in Ireland. Right, we're going over to Ireland. We're going down to Ireland. There was a great whiskey fire of 1875 when it broke out in the Liberties. I love that. I don't even know what it is. It's a distillery district called the Liberties. I love that. Lots of rich people now live in the Liberties. I bet it's all refurbished distillery factories. Although if it's Ireland, it'd probably still be drinking factories, still be alcohol factories. So a huge fire broke out. And then, because there was a fire, all the whiskey started to get out and started rolling down the street. The well-meaning Dubliners, they all tried to put out the flames with water, but it just, as you know, made it a lot worse. So shit was really going, okay. There was a guy called James Robert Ingram. He was the fire chief, and he ordered all this horse manure to be brought in and loaded onto the streets, which stopped the flow of the liquid. Okay, which is a good thing. And then they went and put out the rest of the fire. I'd say they probably, the manure may have helped a bit of the fire as well, if there was any alcohol alight. The legend goes that whilst this mayhem was happening, some people were still looking for an opportunity to get their hands on some whiskey, even going as far as scooping it up, according to an Irish Times report at the time, with caps, porringers, and other vessels, even their boots. Fill your boots from the dirty streets and drinking it, and thus becoming shit-faced. So they were drunk with shit on their face. Shit-faced. Who knew? I would have thought either Ireland or Australia would have come out with that saying, because it sounds like either. And we both love a bloody tipple, don't we? So I hope this has given you a bit of joy, this episode. I've spoken in the past, you know, I talk about male violence, men's violence against women. And one episode recently I ask your men around you what the solution is. Now more than ever, I want to know what they think, because there seems to be an acceptance of men hurting women because it's okay to do it. And then we're really outraged when they kill, 5 in one go. But there seems to be no outrage when it's happening once a week by someone that the woman knows. Why? I'll leave you on that. I don't know how to solve this. I don't know if anyone does. I love you all. Bye.